And also thank you, the Tech Tribe Charitable, and all of us who welcome every one of us. So I want to ask, is there like, can I hold my camera or this okay, right? Should I continue
You
like
can,
this?
sir. You can, anyone you think is better, sir. You can on your camera, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. So actually, we are looking at the topic before us today. All right. So I'm going to share my screen. All right. So that you can follow along my presentation. But before I proceed, I want us to look at the topic before us. First of all, it says, all right. So let me let me on the camera so that you can see my face clearly. So, and also all of us too that are here in this meeting, I welcome every one of us. I welcome the host and the person in charge of this program. I think I'm on LinkedIn when Deborah Isha reached out to me, invited me for this meeting. I feel like so this is where I love to be, and this is a place I actually love to be among the people talk about the tech career, and also embrace our knowledge on how to grow more, and how to be feasible on our careers. All right. So when we're talking about the topic before us, all right, say beyond learning, learn your first data opportunity. All right. So when I first started my data career, I think I landed my first job around 2022. All right. So during that period, is it came up by just like applying for the rules, and I went for the job. So it's not like office kind of a job. It's a factory company. So I think in Abeokuta, and in that place they are making paper, right? So the company name is Dawa Paper Companies, and it's not even Nigeria companies. It's from Chinese. So the Chinese people that come there to build the factory. So when I enrolled for the job, so they asked me, do I know how to use computer, or do I have a knowledge about desktop population, like how to print, how to use Excel, all those stuff. So I showed them my certificate. And for my background, when I'm in JS3, I've familiarize myself with Excel. I know how to use Word, Microsoft Word, and also PowerPoint a bit. So during that job, I work with quality control departments, which is usually called KC. So, and in that department, daily I would track all the inventory and also all the products of the paper they make, because they are making this is not just ordinary in Nigeria, it's a global company. They are sending it out outside the company. So they are the one producing all the paper, maybe cartons, they are producing notebook paper, they are producing, I mean, all the varieties of paper actually. So, but during the course of that experience, I learned how to use Excel, not just to type numbers, calculating sum and all, but to work with a real life data set, sense that I will scale, record, and also make sure that every information put in my Excel was tallied based on the product they make. So for the day, and I do that for like 8 months, 8 months before I got my admission. So and during the process of my admission, then I was able to learn a lot of things. Studying statistics in my school, I was able to see how world works and all. So, and that thing that I did then, I will now see it in a theoretical aspect when I enter school too as well. So it built my passion for learning, just not just to study theoretical aspect of a thing, but to practicalize what I learned. So I was now started doing it as if something like data analytics is something that I'm passionate about. When I'm in school, I use Excel almost for my assignments. So that's where it starts from. I use Excel almost for my assignments when we are doing trick, when we are doing like binomial distribution, we are doing normal distribution, any kind of statistics question. take it back to my essay, and I worked through it, and it worked perfectly. I got all my answers. So I was so excited. So from there, I started networking with the people, started posting my work online, and boom. So the first job that I'm going to get, even during my school period, it came up through my LinkedIn. So I was just posting that day, and I'm scrolling on. I just post my work and post my dashboard and post some of the things I've been building. I went for hackathon during my school period. So and we won. My team won. So we won that hackathon and they give us a gift and also and through that building my career, moving out, joining people, I started connect with many people people started knowing me. And to my surprise, I could say that some of those things that I did then is now let me network, connect with people. Someone saw my sort of reasons. Now, Peter, you have people, you know people. I'm not telling them that not as if I know people, but one thing about me is that I network. So now, beyond just learning how to land your first data opportunity. So it's not just by taking a course. All right. So courses will teach you syntax, right? So let me share my screen so that you can see my presentation. I just want to go through this one so that you can see what we have for us today. Courses will teach you syntax, right? They don't teach you how to get higher. So if I'm right, you can tell me. If I'm wrong, you can say, sir, you are wrong. Because this is a fact and this is the reality of many people out there. So they take a course in data analysis. Some learn it for 6 months, 3 months, and afterwards, what did you do with it? Some even give up. I've seen some people after they take the course, they just feel like I can't do this anymore. I can't further this anymore. Why? Because if you are learning and if you are not building, if you are not like um just getting certificates won't help you, especially in this generation. People want to see proof of evidence. They want to see what you can do. They want to see what you can bring to the table. And my first role, I learned that if you don't have evidence, you cannot get the opportunity. I talk about my story now. Do you know how I got the first job that I spoke about in that direct paper company? I'm the last person they pick in for the interview because I'm small among all of them. I'm so small, very small boy, but they took me in last among all of them. But I got the job first. And why? Because I have evidence. They call for the people that already know how to use computer in that place. In front of me, people are there that they are saying, I know how to use computer now. I know how to use computer now. There's one particular boy I cannot. His name is today. He's already finished from what's it called, Futa currently. Yeah, I know how to use computer now, but there's no proof. But me, I went there and I opened my phone. By then, I've already get my certificate in desktop operation. So when I'm in JS3, I studied that for almost 2 years. Then I entered SS3, I got my certificate. Doing that, doing that, and I already have some of the experience on using Excel, Power BI, and Excel and Word, not Power BI this time. So when I showed them this, I said, "Wow, you can do this." I say yes. They take me to the boardroom and they give me the laptop. Oh yeah, do something. I'm telling you, I got my job that very day before anybody among even the oldest people that they pick in into that factory that day for the interview. The first person they give the job, and I start the job that very moment, not going back home, resume tomorrow. I start my job that very moment and I become the team member just because I have evidence, just because I can prove my evidence, just because I can do what they want. Right? So now, what when we're talking about learning, learning is good, all right? Getting a course is good. But when you get the course, how are you going to prove to the HR, to the people that want to interview you, that you truly know what to put in your CV? So that's where you see many people apply for 20 jobs, 70 jobs in a day, and they will go to interview and they will fail. Why? Because they are just learning tools. All right. So, and we are still going to that place too. All right. With this roadmap that I have before us today, we are going to clear everything. We are going to like finish everything that we require for all of us to be able to position ourselves for that global opportunity. But because data analysis is the vital skill, I mean, in among the skill I've seen so far, is one of the skill that is very required in any kind of organization, right? Is very required in any kind of industry. And to be sincere with you, data can never die, right? Data is everywhere, right? So, and if you look at even the Bible, you will see that one of the first data analytics in history is Joseph. Why? Because he could interpret dream, give a solution, and also make sure that the solution was kind of the thing that can solve problem, right? So that kind of what's it called? The interpretation that Joseph give Pharaoh, the king, that is how data analytics tool works. And that's how any kind of industry you are going to work in works. If you interpret their solution and you give them the solution to their problem, right? If you interpret their problem, I mean, and you give them the solution to that problem, that's when you will be relevant. That's when you will be crowned. That's when you will be among the team, not just any other person. Even though if you are among the team and you're not contributing something, they won't need you. And to be sincere, they say that AI is taking over. Why? AI will take over because many people are just learning just to get certificates. They are just learning to build. They are not learning to build. They are not learning to show the stakeholder or the HR or the people that want to employ them. Oh, this is the problem, and this is what we need to do to solve it. So finishing a course is not the same as getting higher, right? Thousands of beginners complete the same except Python and SQL. All right, Power BI every year, right? Certificate pile up every year. You have certificate everywhere, all right? Even some people on their LinkedIn, you will see certificate upon certificate. Mind you, if they ask them to just come and do just ordinary index match in Excel, or just come and write that query using Power Pivot in Excel, they can't. I even heard from a scenario that I asked someone that, do you know Power Pivot in Excel? He was asking me that, what was that? Right? So, and on the LinkedIn, if you see the profile, you will see I'm a guru data analytics. I'm professional. That's not what the hiring people are looking for. What they are looking for is the proof of evidence, not just to optimize your LinkedIn. Can you prove what to put there? Can you prove what to put on your bio? Right? So now, certificate. It is you from the crowd. I want that to sink. Real projects separate you from the crowd. It says that you scrap the web, right? So I think, is it not last week that I show my students how to use ordinary Excel to scrap data from the web? And they could scrap data from the Wikipedia website and some other website just using Excel. And they was like, wow. So this project you have been building, we wonder why you could not see your kind of project on YouTube. Why you will see my project on YouTube? Why? Because I'm not recreating what people have been recreated. But many people, you will see projects, you will see on their portfolio, many thousands, 100,000s of people have already did it. Sales dashboard and back dashboard, many dashboard you'll be seeing. Why? The same thing, the same project, the same structure, the same way they build. Nothing like creativity. Let me redefine it. Let me make it my own. No. And if you are working in that kind of line as a data analyst, you cannot be separated, because real project separated from the what? From the crowd. You will still be among the crowd. And if you're among the crowd, you won't be distinguished, right? So now, four quiet habits that key momentum. So why most beginners stay stuck? I want to let us know the reason why we are stay stuck, so that we know where you have to focus on. So number one, tutorial audience. So people are searching for tutorial. They will go, okay, I want to do this. I saw this on someone page, so I want to go and watch tutorial. So tutorial, after you watch tutorial, you still don't understand. All right, you made a mistake in watching it for building, same thing. So then after you now feel like I did it again, I did not get it, so then you give up. I saw one girl, there's one particular girl now already quite doing the analytics. So she messaged me from Facebook, I think around 2024, it's not, no, 2023. So, and she said that she wants to learn data analytics, and I told her the consequence. These are the things you need to put in place. All right. When she heard that, she said that she already been building projects and watching tutorial on YouTube, but the same tutorial I've been watching, nothing like different things, like with the same thing you watch, the same thing you build, recreating something. And if you are recreating projects, watching tutorial on YouTube, you cannot grow. I'm telling you this for free. If you are watching tutorial on YouTube just to learn data analysis, you cannot grow. You have to get a mentor. You have to have people in your community that you can challenge your projects, right? You build project, finish, send it there. Let them look at it. Let them confirm what you did. Okay, this place, why do you do this? When the question has started coming and you can able to answer that question, then you are preparing for real world projects, even real world work and all, right? Because if you are building project, nobody asks you question on it, nobody question your work, nobody challenge you, then you are not prepared yet. So if you want to build you fail woefully because they will be asking you, how do you get this? And you still be looking stammering. Why? Because there's no challenge why working it. What you are doing is just open and paste public proof. No evidence, right? Skill life only on private folder. Nobody knows you on LinkedIn. Nobody knows you on Twitter. Nobody knows you. Your repo on GitHub. You don't have one repo on GitHub, right? How can you be relevant? If I show you ordinary my GitHub, you can see it's just going to be like just like a web. Why? I've built my most of my projects are on GitHub, most of it are on LinkedIn, most of it also on YouTube. You will watch tutorial and you will get tired. And why? Why am I building those feasibility? So let me just show you just an ordinary profile. This is just a profile, right? And you will see a lot of projects there, right? So many projects and link up to all these things you are seeing here. If you look at it, all this link, if you click on it, it's going to direct you to Power BI. This is how you have to stretch yourself. This is how you have to build your portfolio. So not just learning, but do you have portfolio? Do you have a proof of evidence? And your GitHub is a live page that people can even easily search you. When I went for one job, I think last year, they want to interview me. Before they even give me an interview, they first ask me to, like, what's my social media name? And I told them, this first of all, scroll my Facebook. And that's if they check you and they couldn't see a proof of evidence of what you are doing. Many people miss job opportunity through that as well, right? No post of your work. You don't have anything on your page that showcase what you are doing. You are just saying you are doing this. You put it on your CV. All right. CV cannot save you. All right. Just know this. CV or just talking about what you know cannot save you alone. What you need to do is to build that proof of evidence on your social media platform. So when they scroll on your social media, they can see the proof of evidence. No public proof, silent networking, no commenting, posting, or reaching out to the people for opportunity on LinkedIn. Some people are even on LinkedIn. Nobody you are connecting with. You are not comment on people posts. You are not reaching out to people. Maybe if you have any opportunity, please, so I can do this. And these are my evidence. No, you don't reach out. Silent networking, it can make you not get any kind of opportunity. Even for my own parents here, all my students, before they finish the training under me, they got and it's not ordinary in Nigeria. They got job. There's one, his name is Victor, Victory. He even have to stop the training because we're already going to the last phase of the training because of the job that he just got. So, and why? He just started learning Excel, just ordinary Excel and Power BI. He was in intermediate between like intermediate in SQL. I'm telling you, he got a job and is working with a global world healthcare in UK. And most of them that I can't even mention. Someone that there's one man, his name is Mr. Sam. Ah, I don't have this picture. I'll show you the pictures so that you can see this stuff. We're gonna have very busy today actually, and all this wise. I'll show you this evidence so that you can see this man just enrolled for the training and just first day of the class that we had, and I prepared him for SQL interview. You want to go for interview, and what they tell him in that job description is that you must know how to use SQL. He doesn't have a proud knowledge about SQL. Doesn't have anything about SQL. Doesn't have any knowledge about it. And I got home that day very tired, but I took the class and I trained him from I think 8 p.m. up to 10:30 on SQL for the preparation, just interview preparation with some of the course material that I know. No matter what, you are going to get the question from this. And to God be the glory. He went for that job interview that very day with that knowledge he got from just 2 hours and a half of training, and he got the job. He got currently now he's working in a big company in USA, and now he's working as a data analysis versus data engineering. So because of that just a knowledge that he had, sometimes he will come to meet me. Some of the project that he got that I feel like I can't do this, he send it to me. That's why mentorship is very important. If you want to get your job faster, find someone that already have experience on what you are looking for. Someone that already passed that interview and link up with the person. Ask them question. How do you do it? When is your own turn? How do you pass this? So when you seek for information, you never be stuck in one place, right? It's very important. So some people doesn't have niche on LinkedIn. What they put on their profile, SQL, Excel, Power BI. What are you using those Power BI for? So tonight I will encourage you guys to go back. Even though if you have a LinkedIn here or don't have a LinkedIn here, go and optimize. I'm business analyst, and this is what I do. I help business to grow. All right. Put something relevant, something meaningful. Not just put SQL, Power BI. What are you using Power BI for? So SQL is just a script, but what you are doing is the important things you have to put on your profile, right? So and this thing as very good as, because when they see it, so you don't need to tell them the more, because some of the opportunity that I got from LinkedIn, they reach out to me through my profile. They reach out to me not because I post for I'm looking for a job. No, they just check the profile and they reach out to me, both here in Nigeria and also in other countries. Why? Because they see a correct profile. So you have to have a niche story, right? You have to have a niche story. What I mean by niche story is that what you are doing in specific, right? If you are in healthcare analysis, state it there. I'm into healthcare analysis. If you are into business analysis, state it there and what you have done so far, right? Put it there on that page so that they can see it, right? It's very important. Very important. So now we also want to look at something here. All right. So stop between tutorial and titles. So I want to let us see this. This is a career roadmap to get your first job opportunity. If you are starting as a beginner, learn. What did I say? If you are starting as a beginner, learn the right skills. Not everything, the 20% that gets used in 80% of a real job. So not everything you need to learn something that is very important for you. I will recommend learning Excel, Power BI, and SQL, right? Those three core skills can get you any kind of job that you want in data analytics, right? So, and the mistakes some beginners make is most of the time is trying to go and learn Python. Eh? You leave Excel and went to straight to the Python. You will get frustrated. You will get when you write one code like this and you debug like 3 times, you debug, and it's not working. You will get frustrated, right? Start from the beginning, start from Excel, move on to Power BI, from Power BI go to SQL. And if you can do it like from Excel, move on to what? Move on to SQL and also Power BI. All right. So just start learning, all right, and pick those 3 things. Master it very well. Then the next thing is to build. Next thing is to build. After you learn, build. After you master your tools, build with it, right? Connect, look for a project from Cargo, from Data Gov, for Gov Data, and some WH websites where you can get healthcare data set. Go and download a real world class data set and use all those 3 tools that you master: Excel, SQL, and Power BI. Use those 3 tools to do one project with one data set, and use SQL and SQL Server to inject your data. You can use to scrap your data from the web, right? Get your data. You can connect it with API. SQL is very even much fast for that one. You can get your data using SQL. After that, you can use Excel too as well to get your data. If you want to get your data, you can use Excel to scrap web too as well, right? And also, after you done that, you can use Excel to clean and prepare your data. Then you move it to SQL again, write your query. SQL is structural query language, is to talk to your database, like you are chatting with your database. Use SQL to do that. After that, now load it into Power BI for data visualization. So Power BI is for storytelling. Build one project that connect those 3 tools, then add it to your portfolios. I use Excel to do this. I use Power BI to do this. I use SQL to just one project, right? That combine those 3 tools that you masters. Now, after you done that, then step 3, package. Package your portfolio. Turn project into a story recruiter that can scan in 19 seconds. So what do I mean by that is that you have to now package your project. Now, create something that, like a portfolio, can be your GitHub portfolio, it can be your normal web portfolio, can be any kind of portfolio, can be any kind of portfolio. Let me check something here. Right. So if you search this my own, just normal, just portfolio, just this one, just like one of the cheapest one that you can build, just normal like this, be live. When they search you, they should see you, right? So now with this one, now you can see all my projects here. You can click on any of them and it's going to direct you to my GitHub and direct you to my link, can direct you to anywhere, right? So build something like portfolio that people can see, right, as a proof of evidence. If you go to this, these are projects. So these are projects here. So, and now if you go to the skills, you see everything that is there, right? So now after you build this finish, then you also need to network. So that is step 4. You have to network. Be feasible where hiring managers already have, right? Be feasible where hiring manager already what. So if you're data analysis, don't go and be staying on TikTok and be laughing, comment on people rules. So that's not your environment. As a data analysis, I learned this early and it's really helped me. Because while in school, I already been on LinkedIn, I posting my work and all. And even before I finish school, I've already connected with the right people in my feed. Even some of them are even MVP, the most valuable professional in data analytics. They are doing very great and amazing in industry. Before I even enter school, I've connected to one man that is currently my mentor now here in Lagos at Ikeja. The man just built biggest house currently with data. I'm talking about data, just with data, right? So that's what I'm trying to say, that data analysis is free money, is really good if you can learn it well. And if you can position yourself very well for it, you can make as much as you want. But many people give up on the way. Why? Because they didn't know all these major things. all these little things. And if you don't know all these basic things, you will just get stuck and you will not know where to go, right? Number four, network strategically. So number five, interview and get higher. So you have to prepare yourself for interview in the sense that at times you can get yourself sit down, download some interview questions, just be asking yourself, answer it. You can practicalize it, right? You can just scrap the data or get the data from Cargo, sit down with it. That's why I train my students, and they are doing amazingly well. They will download the raw data from Cargo and they will sit down with it, write query and question themselves with the data and answer questions like 20, 40 questions based on the data they got. And they will be answering it one by one after the other, from the basic level, intermediate level to the advanced level of the questions they may ask, right? So, you know, yesterday they optimize, they upgrade SQL. There are new fashion of um, command in SQL now, like five of them currently now. That I just share with my students. So now, if you are not learning often, you will just be left behind. If you are in the what's it called? If you learn SQL, let's say 3 months ago, if you are now open SQL now, there are some things that are inside SQL now that if you open SQL now, you will be confused. Though those technical one, those long one, you still be working. But mind you, you have left behind. There are some short code now. There are some short programming in your SQL that you can use to filter your data, to do your what's it called, all those window functions. You can use quantifier. So some of the command that are inside SQL currently now that you can use, not yet for teaching, but go and make research and try as much as possible to know the relevant things in your skills. What you learn, your tools that you just learn. Okay, maybe there's a what are the current things that are there? What are the current things that are what are the new things that are there? Right? Now in Excel we have Lambda. Now in Excel you can do M code. You know, in Excel you can do M code. You can record a whole code of everything you did automatically in Power Query. And you can automate your data using ordinary Power Query. You can automate your data that you don't need to repeat a task that you have done before again and again. You just automate everything using Power Query, ordinary Power Query. And we also have a FBA in Excel that can help you to create a web, a app in Excel. So I'll use Excel to build POS machine by myself personally. So, and there are many crazy stuff I've used Excel to do, but most people did not know. They only know that Excel can sum, Excel can find that free. No, there are a lot of things to all these tools that many people did not know. And you have to keep on learning to know them. As you know, the more you know, the more you become more relevant. And how can you build yourself? You have to build by learning and also get something doing. And as you are doing that thing, it will be upgrading your knowledge. So for me, I learn very fast when I'm working, right? So I learn very fast when I'm working. In the sense that try as much as possible as you are learning to find something to be doing, right? So as you are looking for job, don't just be looking for job. Job did not come. I apply for this. I apply for this. I don't see any reply. No, don't get stuck on that. Be building. As you are building, right? A moving man will also always meet his luck. One day, your luck will come. One day, people will just see you and say, "Okay, so you are the one that built this stuff, right?" I built just one. I built a very fantastic app of recent, and they call me to like one of my mentor I told you about. Say that want to invest on this app, right? One of my students, even from Canada, that I showed the app, he quickly gets. He said that I should send him the what's it called, the presentation for the investor to invest on this app. I send the presentation to them. Why? Because I've prepared. If I'm not prepared, why am I going to show them? But I've been doing this even from the school. I build up that my statistics department they can use to easily solve some normal basic analysis. They can use to find me, they can use to find regression analysis, they can use to find correlation analysis, ordinary software. When I'm in school, I'm talking about being in school. Now, you as a person, when you learn, right, you have to build with it. That's what I'm trying to say. If you build, that's what is going to build as evidence. There's a particular day my lecturer called me, and he said that people are looking for me. Oh. He already called me like 3 minutes ago. I missed the call when I got there. So, and people have started snapping, taking picture. Now, what is happening here? Then his name, I can never forget that lecturer in my life. His name is Mr. Ikegu. Now told me that, Peter, you build software, that software that you build. So the Commission of Education, they came here just to look at the people that maybe into tech, that are innovating something, that are having something like that. So I should show them the software. And I'm surprised that time actually my system crashed, right? So I did not have the system with me then. So, but I just buy a new laptop at that moment. Do you know what I did? I just go and open my GitHub. So where I push that project to, I show them that I just get this new laptop, but I haven't like that project because my systems crashed at that time, and I haven't like those information that I already installed my system and all, I lost it. So I now told them that they should give me within 1 days or 2 days. I'm going to bring that software to the school. I'm going to present it to them. And they give me that time. And I went back to the school. I present that project to them. Why? Because I've pushed it somewhere. I've kept it somewhere. I could be able to bring it out within a short period of time and present it. So if you don't have something on ground, if opportunity even come, how prepare are you? So some people are looking for global opportunity. They want to get a remote job, but you don't have a strong Wi-Fi connection. You don't have a strong laptop, right? So me too, I'm there before. I think I'm looking for a remote job and a remote job come. Then I'm connecting with the CEO of the biggest company. And when I connected to my network, to my surprise, so the network started breaking. I was really frustrating. I was, what is happening? What is happening? To my before I know it, I couldn't, I couldn't, I couldn't meet up to the what the man said that because your network is not really stable like that, and also the visa is not something like that. So that's how the opportunity go. Why? Because there's no proper preparation. So you have to prepare yourself. You have to prepare yourself. You have to get ready for the opportunity before it comes. So you have to know this. I've already said this. Depth in three twos, breathe, breathing intense. Depth in three twos, breathe in what? In 10. Employer hire for outcome, not two list. Master stack that gets real work done. Then let AI extend what? Your reach. You can learn Excel, you can learn Excel for thinking, you can learn SQL to read database, right? To talk to read database, and Python and Power BI to tell a story. Right? Hello, can you hear me? If you can hear me, just say I in the comments so I can know that you guys are following me. Hello, can you hear me? Already miss me. Hello, you can unmute your mic. Just say yeah, we are hearing you, or just say yes in the.
Yeah, we can hear you, sir.
All right, all right, all right. So let's go to the next one. All right. Project with messy data. So here now we have to build a real project. So we have to build a project with a real messy data, not toy data set, not just any data set. Just go and get a real project data set like FIFA World Cup data set, like Amazon data set. You can go on and on. Tesla data set, Tesla company, you know that is a global company. You can scrap their web, get their data, get their information, or you go on Cargo, you see all the data there. And even on Cargo, you can join many competitions that are paying very well on Cargo, right? So they are paying very well on Cargo. Someone has then joined this, I actually joined almost like up to 10 or 20 competition. I myself, and I did very amazing. So they are paying very well on Cargo. So if you come here now, just say you log into your Cargo, right, and sign up like this. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? All right. So let me quickly show you. So just sign up. After you sign up on Kaggle, all right? So you will see many competition that is ongoing on Kaggle currently now. That if you come into this competition just like this is my own profile. Now I have almost plenty followers on Kaggle here because I used to post my data sets when I scrapped it. So you can see the competitions, right? This one is $850,000. This one is $700,000. This one is $60,000. You can see there are prizes for winners. There are prizes for if you can join this kind of competition. Why are you now complaining that you cannot? You can join them, beat them, give them what they want. They will pay. They will pay. But most will just sit down there and say, I'm not getting job. I'm not getting job. Job are outside there. Even here, you can join the competition and this very amazing and give them what they want, and you get paid, right? So many opportunities are in data analytics, but many people did not know. So, and the more you seek for information, the more you get. If you don't seek for information, you cannot seek for information. All right. So portfolio that gets interviews. So portfolio recruiter can scan in 90 seconds. All right. So I am data. I'm just giving this as my own just did this. I am data analysis who turn number into decision. This alone is very good. Even if you can put this one on your bio on LinkedIn, is good than just writing jargons, SQL, Excel, Power BI, all this stuff. So if you can just put like this, it's okay. Because that's what this one already explain who you are. SQL doesn't explain who you are. Power BI doesn't explain, Python doesn't explain who you are. Right? So if you can just put this, I am data analysis who turn number into decision. I'm okay with it. Because you already tell me about everything you are doing in just a sentence. All right. So now your headline is a pitch, not a job title. Aspiring data analyst no one what you do, helping brands turn raw data into decision. Tell everyone same logic for GitHub. A green contribution green is what? Is a silent recommendation letter. Here now, want to look at the opportunity that travel to through people. You now, you are in here, you are in this space now. You in your cycle, you have to connect with people. You have to move around with the people, connect with them, get people numbers, contact, even join a community. On Next, you have a lot of community of data analysis on Next. You have a lot of community of data analysis on LinkedIn that you can join, right? And also, if you join what's it called, right training, because of my own training, I used to create a community for people. They must join that community. And in that community, what you do, even on my Telegram now, they already have like 380 plus subscribers, and they are there. What are they doing? They are learning day by day. I'll post projects. Oh, yeah, let's do this. Let's fire this. And they will do it and submit. Why? Because they are in right community, networking. Being in the right community will give a lot of opportunity. We will grow you in your knowledge, the way you learn, right? So describe impact, not duties, right? So now, I will quickly rush because I already out of my time. Already out of my time. So am I going to Jesus Christ. All right. So describe impact, not duties. Right. So you have to describe impact in your CV. When you're building a CV, describe impact, not duties. Don't be saying I'm responsible for analysis, say that use Excel, Power BI for reporting, helping with dashboard. No, don't need that. So what you need to do is to build a dashboard that cuts a report from what? From 3 days to 2 hours. Now, this one now is a solution. 3 days to 2 hours is a solution. Identify a churn pattern that save 4.2 million in retentions. Wow, very good. It's a solution. So if they hear this one, use that, it's coming to build a solution, not just I'm using Excel, I'm using Power BI, helping the team to build dashboard. What dashboard is doing. So now this thing you have to work on it on your CV. It's very important. Automate 5 manual reports using Python and Power BI is also part of very important critical things you have to know. Right? So interview and preparation. So you have to do this. It's very important. You have to prepare yourself. All right. So the more I go for interview, the more I get stronger. When I started my journey, I did not wait for maybe for job to come and hunt job. Yes. So if you are a beginner, you are hunting job like it's normal. And mind you, what hunting job at that time taught me the most is that as I was getting the interview, I was so happy. They will call me for interview, and I will sit in front of the like global audience, and I will talk about what I know. All right. Sometimes I will not get the job, oh, but just speaking about what I know. Right. So it's very good. Apply. Even though if you don't get the job, apply. As you're applying, as you're getting that interview, you will be learning. Some question they will ask in interview, note it down. That's the area of focus. If you don't understand it and you cannot able to answer it, that's the area of your focus. You know that, oh, yeah, I have to hammer it very well. I remember then, I think it's SQL. There's someone they asked me one question on SQL that was simple question. What's a window function? And okay, list five type of window function. I could not list it. I think I list ranking. Then the other one I couldn't list it. To my surprise, that's how I fumble. They even asked me question on Python. I think I try more on Python because I've already more of Python then. So and Oze, all those questions. But they didn't ask question on Oze for that interview. I could remember just SQL and Python. So what I'm trying to say is that you when you go for interview and they ask you question, the more they ask you question, the more you build your stamina. As the more you are getting those questions, the more you'll be learning it. Okay, this question, okay, come out in this interview. So apply for more interview, come a bit for more job, apply. So applying like this, as they're calling in for more interview, as I'm going there, know that I'm going there to learn. So just calm down, sit down and learn. So after you learn, get your just apply. So interview to help someone to learn faster, right? It's very good something. As I get in the interview, all right. So as they are calling you some question and asking you some question and you could not able to answer it, you go back and hammer in that thing. All right. So it's very important. So start method explain like so I am all right. So this one is just like I think I will need to publish this and I pray that maybe the host will give me the opportunity to share with you people so that you can read up everything because I couldn't present everything tonight. So, and all right, so I think I will need to stop here because I have 5 minutes. So that 5 minutes we use for questions. We use for questions. If you have any question, you can drop the question now. So, but this, maybe I will send it to the host if they can share to the community and also with the record, so you can get access to full details of beyond just learning. All right. So how to land your first job opportunity, right? Beyond learning, land your first detailed opportunity. So how to get all the full details and prepare for the opportunity ahead of you. So it's here, 100% here. So I will stop here now to ask if there's any questions, so that you can just go through that questions and then give the answer to it, right?
All right, thank you very much, sir, for that insightful question session. I'm sure everyone has learned something valuable today. So now we're moving to the question and answer session. If you have any question, please kindly raise your hand or drop them in the chat box. So we take it one after the other. Anybody? Anybody at all? Okay, from my end, I have 2 to 3 questions. Okay, so my first question is many people spend months learning, like learning, but we never apply for opportunities, probably because we feel scared and we feel that we're not ready yet. So my question now is, at what point should we do you at what point do you think somebody should start applying for either internship or job? Like at what point, like after I've maybe let's say I've learned for like this period of time, what is that thing that should make me know that okay, now it's time for me to start applying?
All right. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Gosh. So for the questions, so what I will like what is going to be the evidence or the proof that you can start applying for the job? First of all, when you build your own personal project, full project within those two, I think I made mention of it when I'm doing the presentation, within those three tools that I stated, that just pick Excel, SQL, and Power BI, master it. After you master it, you can build one project that connects those three tools that you use those three tools for, right? So, and you can be you can prove it. Okay, I use Excel to do this in this with this same data set. I use SQL Server to scrap the web for this data set, getting this data set. After that, and I use Power BI to build a dashboard using this same data set. If you now combine, if you build one project with all those three tools, right? So together, use all those three tools for all of the what, for that project. I mean, you are good to go, right? And also you have a meaningful insight, right? Not just using those tools, but you have a right insight for that project, and you see that okay, this thing, if I present it, all right, so you can people can take action on using it for something meaningful in their business to make a decision. So that will even convince me to tell you this story. I remember when I built a co-hotel, a hospital dashboard. All right, I got the data set from that web. So, and from someone through that is working in that company actually, before the data set to me. All right. So okay, you can get my link, and I will share that. I will share that. I will share that. I think all right. So based on that project, I went to go and meet the lady in charge. After I finished the project, I built the dashboard on Eco Hotel, Eco Hospital, I mean Eco Hospital dashboard. And I presented to that my friend, and he take it to the office and he showed them, okay, this was someone built with our data. We built it on Power BI, and he presented to them. Mind you, from that opportunity, from that thing, I started helping them in that company up to now to help them to build their what's it called, to build their informative dashboard. And also, if there's any data set that they're having issue with, I help them to compile it. So because I take a bold step. You all right? So if you are building a project, all right, and you don't show it to the people, okay, this is what I do, you will not be seen, right? So as we said now, what can give you that proof that when you can build, all right, and you know that what you build solve problem, then you are good to go. You are good to start applying. You are good to start applying for any kind of job in data space. So don't wait till you know everything fully. No, start applying the moment you can build one project that connect all those tools that you know. All right, so that's it. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. That will be all from my end.
All
So
right.
thank you once again, Mr. Peter, for sharing your knowledge with us. And thank you to everyone who joined and participated in today's session. We hope you find this session valuable. So don't forget to stay active in the Data Tribe community as we will continue to share resources, opportunities,